Hi guys, so you may have noticed one thing about me. I'll give you like 3 seconds. I've had my lip pierced, yay! So I had my lip pierced yesterday. Today is a Thursday, so I had it done on a Wednesday, and I have always wanted some sort of piercing because it kind of runs in the family, not like all the way through, but some people in my family have piercings. So I thought it would be a good idea, and I really wanted one, so I got one yesterday. And my piercing was done at Casbah, which is in town in Leicester, and it was £25, and I'm super happy with it. So I'm just going to be telling you kind of like the process, because I know that there are a lot of videos out there where people have requested things like, oh, what happens, other people nice, reviews, and some of the setbacks, because in a way I really love it, but like there are obviously a few things I wish I'd have known before I got it. Okay, so first I'm going to tell you what happened when I went in. So I didn't have to book or anything, but it depends on your piercing or tattoo place. You might have to book, you might not, depending on how busy they are. But they had the pricing list on the wall, and I walked in and I looked at the pricing list. And I had done some internet research beforehand on their prices and stuff, and it was the same. So you can ring up and stuff and ask. But we just walked in, and there was a really nice lady, and we went upstairs. So basically they'll start off by asking you your age. If you've got a parent with you, they'll ask, is this mum, is this dad? I took my dad with me because I was really scared, and mum doesn't like needles. But they will ask, and then they will give you a form, and you have to fill it out, like your date of birth and stuff, allergies, medical conditions, something like that, or something like that. And then like obviously one for the parent. But my dad only had to fill out a small bit of it. It was mostly my responsibility. So some places allow you to film it. I really wanted to film it, but they said that we weren't allowed to film it, so I didn't get that, unfortunately. And I had to go up by myself for a lot of reasons. Parents weren't allowed in, which is kind of a setback, to be honest. But I think it does encourage like independence and stuff. So yeah, I didn't have my dad with me. I went in by myself. But the woman was really nice. So yeah, we went upstairs after the form, and before we went upstairs, she gave me like this piece of cardboard, and it had the studs on it, and they were different colours. So I wanted a ring. I don't know why it's gone dark all of a sudden, sorry. But I wanted a ring, but they said a bar would be better. So if you're wanting a ring, you might be a bit disappointed, because you have to start off with a bar. And sorry if my lips look swollen, they are quite swollen from yesterday. But yeah, they will take you, and then you pick a colour. I just picked a normal one because diamonds interfere with my skin and stuff. But we went upstairs, and she taught me through the whole thing. And first she got this wipe and wiped the area down, or they can use a spray, but I was given a wipe. She asked me to mark out an area, and I marked out an area the night before, and she could still see it. It was funny. And she got this big mirror like they have at the hairdresser, and she put the mark there, and I said I was happy with it. And then she didn't use, because what normally happens is you use those massive like scissor things to hold the lip. She just held my lip, so she put gloves on and like held my lip. And then she got the needle. The needle was probably about that long, and it had like a little green thing at the end, which obviously where you can hold it. But the needle's not the worst part, and the pain for me was probably like a 3. It was more of the shock, so I'm not like trying to say, like, if anyone wants to get a lip piercing and you're scared, the needle's nothing. Like, it looks terrifying, I'll admit that, but it's like not terrifying at all. The pain was probably about 3 or a 2. There wasn't any pain. It felt a bit uncomfortable, because it does feel like, because obviously you've had like a massive needle stuck through your mouth, but it's not that bad. Like, if I get a blood test, I would pick piercings over any blood test. Like, it's not that bad, and it's really good. So yeah, and they put the needle through. But I'd say the worst part is when they pull the needle out, because you can feel it coming out, and they'll usually say like, oh, there's going to be a dragging feeling. So you'll feel it come out, and then you feel the bar come through, and then they screw the bar on, and that's it. And then obviously they'll give you instructions like this, or they might tell you. And they will either give you mouthwash, or they will advise you to go buy some, and I'll show you mine in a sec. But yeah, it has all the instructions for my lip piercing on here. And the woman said, I'm not just here to pierce holes in you, I'm here to help you. So if you are concerned, make sure you ring up your tattoo or piercing place and ask them any questions, or ask any questions before you go, because I even had some awkward questions about kissing. So yeah, ask any questions, they've done it before, and just don't be afraid to ask any questions, basically. Okay, now time for the setbacks, because you have to be prepared. I was prepared, but I wasn't fully prepared. Okay, right, first thing, if you're going to kiss someone, example, a boyfriend or someone, or a girlfriend, it hurts. Especially, I would advise you not to meet up with your boyfriend or girlfriend or kiss straight after you've done it, because A, you might get an infection, and B, it kills. I haven't done mine yet, but I've obviously kissed my parents on the cheek or something, or kissed one of my cats, and it's hurt. But I would say give it a few days, and if you are going to kiss, because I asked mine and she said it would be fine as long as there's not too much pressure. But obviously you've got to make sure that there's no infection. If they have a sore throat, I would just totally avoid kissing, unfortunately, because obviously you don't want to get this to be infected, because if it gets infected, you got to remember it's an open wound in your face, and if it gets infected, it's not going to go very good. Number 2, eating. Oh my gosh. If you love food like I do, I'm not going to say don't get a piercing, but you have to be prepared. You can't eat. It's not the pain or anything, but my bar is massive. It's probably about that long, maybe a bit shorter. And my next bar is probably about that long, maybe smaller. And then I'm going to change to a hoop. But they give you a massive bar to aid in the swelling, because my lip is obviously quite swelled. But it's banging against my teeth right now. And when I tried eating last night, I just couldn't. I had to eat soup. You can eat, it's not the pain. I mean, everyone's different. It might be pain for you, but it's more of me catching it on my teeth, because I have to eat like this. And I'm still catching it on my teeth now. So eating is kind of a problem, but it depends on each person. They normally give you a large bar because of the swelling, because if not, it might get stuck. Which is why, but after about 6 to 8 weeks, which is a long time, I know, you'll change to a smaller bar, which will probably help you when you're eating. But I will say that if you like food, be prepared, because you probably aren't going to be able to eat I normally like to eat quite a lot, but I can't really. So yeah. Number 3, I know this is going to be separate. It's eating again. Drinking. Drinking is kind of a task, because you obviously with fizzy drinks and stuff, you don't want to get anything through this hole, because it's just not very nice, and you're going to have to clean it and everything, but you're not supposed to touch it, which is really awkward. So every drink you have, apart from water, you need to drink with a straw, and even I'm drinking with straws. There's loads of cups over there that have straws, you can see one right there. It has a straw in it, and I'm using so many straws because obviously I'm having different drinks. But it's just so that it doesn't go in here. So drinking as well, you do need to drink with a straw, because you don't want... And even drinking with a cup, it's going to bang against and it's going to hurt. So I would advise you, if you like drinking, to use a straw, definitely. Okay, number 4. This is my worst thing that I found out. This is a hole in your lip. So you can probably guess what's going to happen when you're drinking and you hold it in there for too long. Water's going to come out. So this is kind of gross, but... Every time I do my mouthwash, because I'll move on to that in a minute. Every time I do my mouthwash or have a drink, if I hold it in there for too long, it just comes out. Because obviously the bar is really big, and it's filling most of the hole, but obviously there's parts where air can get in and stuff, which is obviously what's needed, the oxygen and stuff. But there are bits where water just comes running out, and it's just really awkward. So yeah, be prepared for water to just randomly come out your face. Number 5, lots of mouth washing. You need to do that at least 4 or 5 times a day. There's no thingy. I've done mine 2 times today because I had breakfast, and then I've also done it when I've had a chocolate bar or something, or anything that's gonna stick. It's just you need to mouthwash. So yeah. So this is my mouthwash, and it is the Oral-B Sensitive, and it's without alcohol. Because alcohol can irritate this area. So, yeah. But you need to mouthwash a lot. Okay, so I think that's my final rant. There's probably a lot more stuff, but this video is getting quite long, and I don't like to keep my videos too long. But if I could have vlogged it, I would have, but you weren't allowed to film in there for whatever reason there was. But all I'm saying is be prepared, and the pain is nothing. I didn't have a numbing thing or anything. The pain is nothing. Later on in the evening, it was a bit like I was feeling a bit dizzy. Obviously, I've had a lot of trauma to my mouth area, so you probably are going to get like aching and stuff, and it's really sensitive. So even going in the bath and stuff, I couldn't get my face wet last night in the shower because obviously you don't want to get any water in there, because hot water, going in the bath, if you're submerged, it's so easy for bacteria to multiply, especially in warm, wet conditions, which is basically what they like. So you need to be really careful with the bath and stuff. I had to cover mine with like a plaster thingy and a band-aid. So yeah, all I'm saying is be prepared, and the pain is like nothing. It varies person to person. You might get a lot of pain, you might get no pain. I didn't bleed because she didn't hit any arteries or veins, because you gotta remember that your mouth around here is really sensitive, which is why I would avoid piercing on the actual lip. But it's really sensitive, and you've got a lot of nerves there. I'm not sure if you've got any arteries, probably some, I don't know. But she didn't hit any, so I didn't bleed at all. But if you want any more questions or any more videos, feel free to comment, because yeah, as you can see, it's quite long, and I do keep catching it on my teeth. So yeah, but yeah, it's a decision that I made personally, out of personal decision. You shouldn't let anyone kind of force you to get it, because some people just don't like them, but I think it's really nice. But yeah, all I'm saying is be prepared for lots of mouth washing, and also name calling and stuff. I've just been out like now, and I've just had people call me emo and stuff. So be prepared for lots of things, and I'll be doing more videos on this. So thanks guys for watching my video. Bye!